What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks MLB Player Props video. Going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 4 picks, get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks. As always, if you haven't signed up for Prize Picks, guys, would highly recommend you do so. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' strikeouts, first inning runs allowed, pitching outs, pitcher fantasy score, hitter fantasy score, etc. Go to use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in and start getting some money over here on Prizepicks, guys. Yesterday we went 3-1. Was looking really good up until Noah Syndergaard took the bump in Texas and absolutely imploded in the first inning. So that really was unfortunate. But we went 3-1. We're on a roll here. We are on an 11-2 run, so looking to keep it going, guys. Just remember, you don't always have to put all 4 of these picks in a power play. You can mix and match these to mitigate your risk. If you want to go with the power play, great. But if something happens like last night where Syndergaard decides to just not show up, obviously you're losing all your money rather than winning a little bit from being right on 3 and wrong on 1. So that's up to you. You guys can mitigate your risk any way you'd like to. I typically go with the power play. I know it's a higher risk thing, but I know the territory that comes with it. So I just want to make that known. You don't always have to go for the power play, but these picks should be getting you some money. If you are going to be very serious about Prize Picks, I do offer premium content packages as linked below in the description, patreon.com/KJK_DFS. I do offer a Prize Picks MLB package, a DraftKings FanDuel MLB package, and you can get access to both if you purchase the combo package, both DraftKings and FanDuel. I had some people ask me about maybe doing an all sports package for the player props and stuff, so I'll be working on some more stuff to give you some more options, maybe get you access to all sports at a bit of a discount rather than having to pay for all these individually. But the combo package is, the goal to give you a discount on DraftKings, FanDuel, and Prizepicks. But I know some people just don't play DraftKings, FanDuel, so I think some people leave some feedback in the comments. If you want like a combo package for just the props, maybe that's a good idea. I'll put together a package for props for all sports, and you can get access to all the sports and all the props. So without further ado, let's get into it, guys. If you enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Like goal on this video will be 200 likes. We've been hot, man. We're 11-2. Hit that like button. Do greatly appreciate it. And I'll be here giving you some valuable content to get you winning some money. So let's talk about it. Let's go game by game. The first game I want to talk about is the Chicago White Sox taking on the Kansas City Royals. First pitch at 2:10 p.m. Eastern today. And I want to talk about Dylan Cease. Fantastic pitcher here. He's a 184 favorite taking on this Kansas City Royals team today. And I definitely want to be targeting him. I want to be targeting this Royals lineup, looking at what they feature up and down. I think he's going to be able to get you plenty of strikeouts. He does have really good strikeout stuff across the board as well on the season as far as what he's putting up against right-handed hitting. He's a 33.6% K rate, and against lefties, he has a 32.2% K rate. And then when you're looking at this lineup up and down as far as these Royals are concerned, as far as the strikeout stuff, they're not the worst strikeout lineup in the league, to be honest. They don't really strike out the most. Like, Michael Taylor has a 25% K rate, Witt has a 20% K rate, Dozier 27% K rate, Salvador Perez 26% K rate, and then the rest of them, you're kind of looking at a 20 or below K rate for them. So I don't know that this is the best K spot for Dylan Cease, even though he does have elite K stuff. I mean, he's going to rack up the Ks. But one thing I do know is he's a 184 favorite. He's stretched out. The pitch count's way up there as far as his recent performances. Looking at that, you can see 90 pitches, 101 pitches, 93 pitches, 99 pitches, respectively. Last time out against the Yankee squad, he gave up 6 earned runs. I mean, they're one of the hottest offenses in baseball. But if you look at the 3 performances before that, 1-0-2, he went 6, 7, and 5 innings pitched. He's right up there around the 90 pitches. So I don't really want to be targeting the Ks today for Dylan Cease, but what I do want to be targeting is the pitcher fantasy score. So I'm going to be going with the over 38.5 pitcher fantasy score for Dylan Cease. In this one, he's a heavy favorite. I expect him to pitch deep into the ball game. As far as the scoring chart and how this works for the MLB, you're looking for him to go 6+ innings ideally. Give up 3 or less earned runs. That's going to give him the quality start, give you 4 fantasy points, and then you want him to get the win. He is a heavy favorite, so you get another 6 points for that. If he goes 5 or more innings and his team is ahead and when he exits and then they get the win, that's how he's going to get that win there. -3 for earned runs, you get 3 points for every K and then 1 for every out. So I think the combination of him being able to go deep into the ball game, getting a decent amount of Ks, maybe not passing his K prop over here on Prizepicks, but still going deep into the ball game, getting Ks, and then getting that win is going to lead to a nice pitcher fantasy score for him today. So I like the over pitcher fantasy score for Dylan Cease. Second pick on the video, we're going to be heading on down to the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Detroit Tigers. So we're going to be targeting Shane McClanahan, another ace on this slate today. Fantastic stuff. Really good pitcher. He's a 279 favorite. Once again, he's a heavy favorite taking on the Detroit Tigers offense tonight. That does not scare us. And he's also in the Trop. It's one of the best pitching environments in baseball, pulling up the Tampa Bay Rays Stadium here. Tropicana Field, a lot of red going on out there in the outfield. It's a great pitching environment. Definitely not the ideal hitting environment, but when it comes to targeting pitchers, always is a good ballpark to be targeting. So I definitely want to be targeting Shane McClanahan today. He is a heavy favorite, like I said, at 279. And we were looking at the Detroit Tigers lineup up and down as far as the strikeouts they have to offer him a little bit more upside. From the top up, Hill has a 21% carry rate, Torkelson 29, Haase 29, Scope 21, 20, 21, 26, 21. So pretty much every single hitter in this lineup has a 20+% carry outside of Willie Castro. In that 6th spot, he only has a 16% carry rate, but there's going to be lots of strikeouts to be going around for McClanahan. But once again, he is a heavy favorite. I do expect him to go deep in the ball game. When you're looking at his pitch count as far as what he's been putting up lately, 100 pitches last time out, 86, 90, 86, and then the innings pitched 7, 5, 5, 7. Ideally, we wanted him to go 6+, but even if he's able to go 5, get a bunch of strikeouts, and then get the win, similar to what we just talked about with Dylan Cease, the win, hopefully the quality start. Like I said, obviously we want him to go 6+, allow 3 runs or less, and I do think it's definitely possible with him today. So I do want to go with the over pitcher fantasy score for him, rather than the strikeouts. Once again, if he goes 6+ innings, doesn't quite get as many strikeouts, but he still racks up the Ks, gets the win, everything you're looking for out of a starting pitcher. You're going to be looking really good in your tournament lineups, and he does get a good matchup. He does get a good ballpark, so everything matching up for him. So he's going to be pick number 2 on the video today. Pitcher over fantasy score over 40.5 for McClanahan, over Cease for the first 2. Pick number 3, we're going to be going to this San Diego Padres Philadelphia Phillies game. This game does not have any Vegas lines posted so far on the starting lineups page. Let's hope this. There's some extreme winds going on in Philadelphia today, so that's my guess as to why the lines haven't been released yet, unless I just refresh it and it pops up. Yeah, so there's 12 mile an hour winds blowing in from left, which typically that's going to be kind of the case. Sometimes these Vegas lines are released a little bit later if there's weather effects, but that's good for pitching, and it's a pitcher that I want to target in this game, Mike Clevenger, taking on this Philadelphia Phillies team today. He has been really good since returning. Looks healthy. The pitch count's up. Looking at his first couple starts here, 4.1 innings, 4.2 innings. He's went out there and thrown 95 and 91 pitches respectively, 6 and 4 Ks in each of those starts. Hasn't gone as deep into the ball games as we would like, but he is racking up the strikeouts and the pitch count is there. So it's just a matter of being a little bit more efficient with his pitches. Obviously he's been working some deeper counts. Maybe the control just hasn't quite been there. 3 and 2 walks the first 2 times out, but other than that, everything's looking really good. 2 and 3 earned runs in those first 2 games. And he gets a matchup against the Philadelphia Phillies squad tonight that, while they do have plenty of power, once again, there is wind blowing in from left field. And there are quite a bit of strikeouts in this lineup that I think could help him rack up some Ks. So when it comes to Mike Clevenger, looking at the Phillies lineup up and down, Stott 25%, Segura 14, 16 for Herrera, but then the middle of the order, 26, 23, 21, 19, 23, and 26 toward the top. So there's plenty of strikeouts. The pitch count's up for Clevenger. The lines aren't released yet. I tend to think he might be a favorite in this one. It might just be kind of a 50-50 thing, but I do think they have a pretty nice, friendly line on him over here as far as his pitcher fantasy score. For Clevenger, as far as where he's set at, let's see, 24.5. I like the over 24.5 pitcher fantasy score here. And like I said, there's strikeouts, the pitch counts there. If you can just be a little bit more efficient. I'm not as positive on the win and the quality start when it comes to Clevenger, but the 24.5 pitcher fantasy score is a much more friendly line than the 38.5 and the 40.5 from McClanahan. So I still think he can get you there, the over 24.5, without needing the win or the quality start, to be honest. Just pitching, 5 innings or so, getting a bunch of strikeouts, being efficient, not giving up too many earned runs will do it for you tonight. So I do like the over 24.5 pitcher fantasy score for Mike Clevenger, pick number 3. And then pick number 4, we're going to be going to the New York Yankees, taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Jameson Taillon, he comes in as a 231 favorite, massive favorite in this one. We just targeted this Orioles offense last night with Luis Severino. And I plan on going right back to it with Taillon. He's a 231 favorite, massive favorite. As far as his pitch count and stuff, I would like for him to be a little bit more stretched out than he is. He's been right around the mid-80s, but with the matchup and the efficiency, he's been 4.25, 4.26, and 5.1 innings pitched the last couple times out. And he's on his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 start. He got up to 85 pitches last time. Everything kind of lining up for him to eat some innings here against a Baltimore Orioles lineup that is not the most talented lineup in the world. They only have a 3.33 implied run total. The strikeouts are definitely going to be there for him. As far as his stuff and his K rate overall, He's got a 23.5% carry rate to lefties and a 21.8% carry rate to righties. So decent K stuff, not the best in the world, but it's good enough to where against this Baltimore Orioles lineup, I mean, starting from the bottom up, Owens 39%, Nevin 25, 32, 26, 28, 25, 23, 17, and 17. Mullins is 17 and Santander is 17. Other than that, every single bat in this lineup has a 20+% K rate. So I think the Ks are going to be there. I think he's able to go 5+ innings. I think he gets the run support needed to get the win. So everything we've been talking about that you want out of your pitcher fantasy score. And the line set, pretty reasonable, 28.5. I'll take that. Ideally, he'd be up there in the 90s pitches. We really do want those pitchers to be stretched out. But with the matchup, with the fact that he's such a heavy favorite, if he's able to rack up some Ks, go 5+ innings, I feel pretty good about him getting the win. Hopefully, he gets that 6-inning pitched appearance and gets the quality start as well. Obviously, that's ideal. But the 28.5, once again, is low enough to where I feel comfortable targeting that compared to some of these other lines. Like, Clanahan, 40.5. I really want him to go 6 innings. Cease, 38.5. I really want him to go 6 innings, and I think they both do. Whereas Tyon and Clevenger, maybe they don't quite go 6 innings, but they get the 5 innings, they get the win. They get enough strikeouts along the way to rack up enough points to hit the over their pitcher fantasy score. So that is my 4 picks for this Prizepicks video today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any content that I upload. Like goal is going to be 200 likes, guys. We've been on a hot streak, looking to keep it going. And I'll be here all MLB season long, breaking down these slates to help you guys win some money over here on Prizepicks. If you haven't signed up on Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive that instant match deposit up to $100. Wishing you guys all the best of luck today, tonight, and we will see you in the next one.